my gosh, there's a lot to unpack here. Chapter 17 of the Ramayana. There is the fact that he went to forest and his father said, do not let the forest or anyone change you. Make sure you stay you and stay true to your dharma. Dharma basically means to follow your destiny, basically. That it said, go, but come back unscathed. May danger flee from your path. Cling to your dharma. You are unshakable in resolution. Firm but unchangeable is your will. And I love that because people around you can try to hurt you or try to change you or try to do something to destroy you, but you have your own will and you have to make sure you stick with it. And the other thing I learned from this chapter was the way that Ram was to his mother. He said he went to King Kausalya to receive her blessings before leaving the city. So he had to do what he was supposed to do, his dharma, but he also was very respectful to everyone around him. And he was very respectful to his wife by telling her about the thing that he had to do and letting his wife be part of his life. He also said that the king said to conduct himself as it suits his race. It basically talks about race as in his people, not necessarily race as in the modern term for race. It's basically make yourself the way that you want your future generations to be like. And also he said Sita said that I was destined to live in the forest for a while. Can I fill this prediction alone? The way that she convinces her husband to let her join him in the unfortunate situation that he was put in, that's really nice and faithful. I really like that. And that's really important in Hinduism, to be faithful, loyal to people who are your family. There's strength in supreme love which defies reason and laughs at death itself. That's very true. If you really love somebody, you're going to not put them in any dangerous situation, and you're going to stick by their side no matter what. That's very important to always do that. It might be your mother, it might be your partner. When Ram was leaving for the forest, his father Dasharatha offered him everything. He offered people and everything else, and helpers and machinery and everything. And he said, "Honored Lord, what use have I, who am departing to the forest to live on all of that stuff?" When he's going to the forest, he doesn't need everything, and that kind of teaches you the concept of moksha and basically giving away everything in Hinduism, where you don't need everything to survive. You just need to be around people who love you, people who are by your side. For Ram, it was just his wife, and he was able to do that. And he also said, "I cheerfully relinquish my claim to kingdom," and that tells you that if you have to deal with sorrow, if you have problems, you deal with it, but you are still happy and still you, and still live with the ability to win and the ability to do what you have to do, but do it well. And then the last part was, the sudden fate is better to her as death, but she consents to live only for your sake and share your sorrow to console you. And he was talking about his mother in that situation, where he wanted the king to be with his wife and support his wife as long as she's alive. And that's really important because this is something which is very commonly done in our grandparents' generation, but not so much in our current generation, because people are usually living for themselves. But in that older generation, where 5,000 years ago, when the Ramayana was written, people cared more about family honor, respecting elders, and so on. Ram was not sad to leave the forest for his own safety and his own health. He was sad to leave the forest because his mother was going to be suffering, or his mother was going to be sad, or his father was getting old. So he was busy thinking about other people rather than himself, and I like that selflessness.